Hello everyone, my name is Heidi and welcome to C3 Task 5. Welcome to my crib. So now we're actually going to dive into some background information. So we're going to talk about biomass energy, renewable green energy, solar energy, wind energy, hydroelectric energy, and tidal energy, and lastly, geothermal energy. So biomass energy is the conversion of plant materials into electricity. So it is produced when organic matter decomposes in areas low in oxygen, so that's where the O2 stands for, or burns, thus producing methane or CH4. Next is renewable green energy. So renewable green energy is endless energy. So it's energy that can be reused in a cycle. So the energy won't have a huge impact on the environment in a negative way, but will more so be a positive contribution as we are continuously using the same energy but just reusing it in different ways. So we're not actually wasting any energy, which is really, really cool. Next is solar energy. So energy that comes directly from the sun, most effective during times where sunlight is present for long periods of time. So this is a clue here for you. So I remember I showed you a map of where ET wants to live. If you remember, the map is in an area where there may or may not be enough sunlight to actually utilize this energy. So try to keep that in mind when you are designing your home, is to take into consideration where he actually wants to live. And that will give you clues as to what kind of energy will be best suited for his home. Next is wind energy. So wind energy is energy that is powered by the movement of wind. So normally you're using wind turbines, 3-blade wind turbines, and the wind energy requires, wind energy is normally required in large farms to generate enough electricity. Next is hydroelectric energy or tidal energy, and this is energy that is caused by flowing water. So the farther the water falls, the more narrow the water path, and the greater the energy output. Okay, so next is geothermal energy, and geothermal energy is produced when using the natural heat below the earth. So generally it's limited, but to help, you can think of places where the hot springs are found. So think of like a geyser. So if all that hot energy is kind of underneath the earth and it kind of shoots up, and that would be an example of geothermal energy, and it's not available everywhere, as I just mentioned. So this is a definition of a carbon footprint. So a carbon footprint describes the amount of greenhouse gases produced during our daily lives or life. Many things, including driving a car, water use, and energy in our own homes, contributes to our carbon footprint. So the larger the carbon footprint, the worse it is for the environment. So every day, we have programs and systems put in place in our schools and homes, and institutions where we're trying to reduce our carbon footprint. One common example is recycling. That can be an example of reducing your carbon footprint. So we really want you to understand the impact of your own contribution really to everything regarding to energy use and water use, and gas and the emission of greenhouse gases. We want you to try to learn all of those things as you work through this task, and we also want you to take a look at this link here where you can actually learn about your own carbon footprint, which will help toward your video when you are giving us ideas about how you can reduce your own carbon footprint at home. All right, and that brings us to the end of this video. The two designers, as I mentioned, is myself, so I'm Heidi Wonsu, and my partner Amy. We have listed our emails there for you, and you can contact us if you have any questions. I also mentioned previously that there are TAs for you to ask questions as well during challenge weekend. Again, just feel free to ask any questions. We want to help you out. We really hope you have fun with this task.